option that would let it stream on both our channels, but we're not upgraded.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's all good. It's good we do it on yours. I mean, we're always on mine anyway, so balance it out at least some
I'm
form.
I'm figuring I don't know how my tenure on YouTube is gonna last. I know I kind
I
of
mean,
announced last night, but man, it's just the amount of hours I'm putting in, and now my computer is so full, I have no
yeah.
room to do editing. So
Well, the editing's the part that's such a killer. I mean, it takes up so much time, so much time. I've thought about just, I got to tell you, you probably don't want to hear this, but like the videos that you did where like in the video I watched today, you're like, we're not really making any progress, but you're like walking around messing with the cars. Like that was pretty entertaining, like I'm thinking maybe edit less for myself, just like, I don't know, planning out something to do or something. But I mean, I try so hard to like splice in all these pieces, and then you soak up so much time editing. And then it's like, if they don't get the views, it's so frustrating.
Yes. Now, my editing has gotten better. I mean, or actually, I should say my filming has gotten better, so I don't have to do as much editing. It's just it still takes time, and to get remember we were talking. It's like best to do 5-second deals.
Yeah.
Move the camera, do all these other things. I
Yeah.
get it, and that needs to be done. But it's like then you got to splice all those clips together. Which when I made that, are you referring to the one where I moved my mom's car and then that orange truck
Yeah.
back? So that one wasn't really bad. I just had a lot of fluff on either side because I had to set the camera, start it, walk back, move the car, make sure I was past the camera, walk back, shut the camera off, move it again. So I have one camera.
Yeah, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed it, which I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're watching it for. Like, because there's times where I'm just watching to be entertained, or am I watching because I need to learn something? Like when you're digging into a carburetor. Hey, there's Chris.
Oh, no. Left the damn back door open again. Snuck in.
What happens?
What are you doing, Nerton? Hey, you busy tomorrow, fool? You gonna get out of bed?
You guys working tomorrow?
No.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Lucky I show up anymore. I need a paycheck, so I still do.
Somebody's got to pay for all your car parts.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just got done doing flooring in the bedroom. Yeah, okay. Are you going to be flooring tomorrow or what? Going to your buddy's house tomorrow and getting something. Something with 4 wheels.
Oh, is he buying something?
I am.
Oh, you are. What are you buying?
I already bought it a year ago. I just got to go get it.
Uh-oh. Wait, did you already tell me about this one? What is this one?
Maybe, but if you forgot, now it's going to be a surprise again.
I forgot, but I'll remember like later, much later.
I gotta collect all my garbage up and get it corralled. It's spread out around a little bit.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to. That's why I was asking. It's kind of like a last minute thing. I want to try to get going by 9 or 10, and my daughter's got senior pictures at 3 o'clock, so we won't be that long. Billy!
Boom, baby. Yeah, Chris, make him pay you. Tell him you need $200.
Well, he owes me for a steering column still.
Well, then say it's $400 off the bill.
That's an expensive steering column.
Hey, Missy, how's it going?
Hey, kiddo.
There you go. Boom. Yeah. Well, I don't think you need any more projects. You've got to
No, I don't.
More space. Actually, what you need is those lifts where you can stack 2 up, so you can just
I'll buy
more.
I don't want to do that.
You're like that guy from Rust Bros. Billy just hooked you up, dude. You see that?
Dude, Billy,
$10.
Man, you are the man. That ticket's cutting out of your beer fund, dude.
Bobowski. Billy Bobowski. Dude, you're starting to be like that Rust Bros guy. You're going to have a field of dreams here in a minute.
No, it's a field of broken dreams. This is moving all a bunch of crap around today.
That's all his, too. They were all broken.
That's all I can afford. Chris, 9 or 10 o'clock. What can you do? What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's all you're doing.
Billy.
Yeah, what time's it over at Billy's spot? 5?
He's 3 hours before us.
4.
We're ahead of him.
8.
So
yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, which is it, 9 or 10?
Well, it's 8 here. Wait, what time is it where you're at?
Chris.
Oh. Chris said he'll be there at 7.
What?
Yeah, he said 7 a.m. You buy the donuts and coffee.
10? Okay, I can do 10.
Yeah.
We're ready to rip at 10. We'll have to run over to my mom's and grab the trailer, but
10? Half the morning's over.
Well, yeah, I stay up all night. You're up early in the morning.
At 5 a.m. every day, whether I like it or not.
I wish I had that problem, but I don't.
Well, so for work, I start at 5 a.m. and now my dog's on that schedule. Pete, what's up, brother?
Yeah, you're up, so he's up and he wants to go outside.
Yeah, and my dog does not understand the concept of sleeping in, apparently.
Yeah, but your idea of up is just up and putting on something fancy for the waist above. You don't actually have to go anywhere.
That's
I
true.
can probably handle that, but I have to be up
true.
at 5 in the morning to go to that shithole I call a work. And I have no choice.
I can be awake and working within 15 minutes. I've got it down.
There's a process I have to go by.
just lots of coffee and you're good.
Yeah. I don't have that. You got a bunch of energy, so that's easy.
I just got a lot of coffee. keep it heavily supplied.
No, dogs don't know how to sleep in. Some do. The older ones probably will.
Yeah. I don't start work until 6:30. I thought I would hate working at 5, but I actually love it because it works out great. Because by the time I get off, it's time to pick up Shiloh from school. And so it actually works out great. So I've actually really grown to like it. But I do go to sleep too early now. But, 3:45 from Chris.
Yeah, he lives out.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
We both have to be in by 6:30.
Yeah, but 3:45. Wow, yeah, that's 2:30 here for Missy.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Because you got to feed farm animals. That makes sense.
She lives a little ways out of town too. I work with Missy as well.
Oh, okay. You guys are making me feel better about my life, though. I mean, 5 a.m. doesn't sound too bad compared to 2:30.
I'll tell you what, it sounds miserable to me.
But she's probably got some pretty cool animals, so.
She's got a friggin' petting zoo for the most part.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That makes it worth it.
2 horses now, lizards, cats. She's got a bunch of dogs.
Nice.
It's almost a full-time job in itself, I'm sure.
Pink starts at 4 a.m.
When he worked in Washington.
Oh, gotcha. Nice. Yeah, that's well, we're all workaholics apparently.
Here, not at work, that's for sure.
Yeah.
At least for me, anyways.
Yeah. Dude, this is kind of crazy. Like, there's all the same features, whether it's yours or mine, huh?
Well, yeah, because we're signed up together. The only thing
Oh.
is we have to upgrade if you're to be able to cast it onto your channel as well.
That would be cool. That would be cool if you actually. I would love it if you could stream it on all platforms at the same time.
I think you can
Yeah,
without the paid thing, or at least you used to.
yeah. Like I don't really get the whole TikTok thing, but it does seem to get views and whatnot. I've posted some stuff up there just to kind of test it out, and I really don't care for TikTok, but it does seem to like it'd be cool if you could just do it both at the same time, you know?
Pinks used to work tens. You know, tens are okay for a little while, but I like to do something every day. So for me to do tens and wait all week long just to have a 3-day weekend and then have it screwed up by something for something else, nah, I'd rather just do eights and have my time after work. That's maybe I'm weird. I don't know.
What if you did it reverse? What would that work out if you worked 7 days a week? 7 fives? Just work 5-hour days?
Well,
You wouldn't get the Sunday scaries though, you know, it might be less stressful. You're just always used to like the same thing every day, you know?
You mean like the anxiety I get on Sunday before having to going back to that dump I work at?
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't though?
I hate that place.
Dude, they have all these cool features on here, but everything it's like sign up for premium.
Morse says you can on 2 different devices, so I'm not exactly sure.
On the free mode though?
All right, Chris. 10 o'clock. I'll be waiting for you.
He said he's bringing donuts, Chris. Donuts
I'm
and
here.
coffee.
Hopefully, I'll be ready.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a slow one in the morning, man.
All right. Oh, there's Morse right there. What's up, Morse? Oh, that's why you were saying that. Oh, okay. I was in a different page there. Well, that would be cool. I mean, can you switch it right now? Who is Old Earl? Is that what you titled this thing?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Who the hell is Ol Earl? I want to know.
I want to know.
Yeah.
I can't believe you don't remember.
Nope.
So there's been twice when I was sitting with Grease and Old Earl came out there and was commenting. You were talking to him a lot.
I don't remember.
The person's name on their tag wasn't Old Earl, but they said their name was Old Earl.
Huh. Yeah, I don't. Totally drawing a blank.
I'm going to find it. I'm going to screenshot it and I'll send it to you. Not that it'll help, but yeah, inquiring minds do want to know.
Yeah, Pinks must be paying because he's doing 10. I think we can only do 6.
What?
He says he likes having the ability to host up to 10 on the panel.
Oh, yeah.
Ours is the freebie one, so it's 6 for us.
I mean, if you get more than a couple people, it makes it so hard to conversate, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I think more than 2 people is hard to conversate. I mean, it's cool having everybody on there like a party, but like when you're on the panel, it's hard to get a word in. Or at least for me. I don't know. But
then, like, one guy can be like working. They can zoom on him once in a while.
That's true. That's true.
I think I've seen that on Pink's Live before. Somebody's on the panel and they're doing stuff. You'll just zoom in. Hey, what's so and so doing?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, your Wednesdays, for some unknown reason, the times you have them, I catch at the end of them or I miss them completely.
Every Wednesday. What time is it Wednesday? Do you know?
Renegade. Florida time or East Coast time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What's up, Renegade? What's up, brother? Yeah, more than 3 is hard to hear everyone talking the same. Dude, it's so true. So true. Yeah, he's saying 7:30 Central. Okay, all right.
Oh, okay. Central.
Oh, I know why I don't. I know why I missed that one because that's the time that Shiloh's at swim class. I'll have to catch it after though. I could pop it on after 2 or 3. Okay, well if it's 2 or 3 hours, I could probably catch it midway. I'll have to check that out. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but it's probably been a minute.
Well, probably when the time change happens too.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't he do like a Saturday or Friday night one? I remember catching those on occasions. Just
Yeah.
One.
I'm gonna go put the alert button on it.
The alert button?
Yeah, like the notification. Assuming he's got his next one scheduled. Because otherwise,
Friday. I think I've caught his on Friday before. During the week, it's just hard for me. So like the Friday, Saturday ones, I can definitely catch. Usually, I'm just listening. I don't usually comment.
I mean, he's got a lot of Fords. It's right up your alley, dude.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I do watch these. Actually, yeah, I don't hit them every time, but yeah, I've been on these, actually. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I do. Not all of them, but I have. That's right. No, I think I was mixing it up with something else. No, I do, because yeah, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. I don't tune in every Wednesday, but
there used to be a lot of lives on the weekends. I can understand why some aren't on anymore, but there's not too many on right now.
Yeah. Mater. There's Mater. Mater's always on, too. Smell something rotten in Ford. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Watch these two go at it. Yeah.
Well, I'll take his wrench away and throw him out on the street.
So what project are you working on today, Dano?
Oh, I'm finishing the fenders and stuff. I put them in the shed to let them cure. I got one more I got to finish painting tonight.
Nice.
That one. And then moving stuff out of that old shed because I need to tear it down, and I just keep procrastinating because I don't want to do it. It's a pain in the ass.
Understandable. Yeah.
Winter coming. Need to start working on winter rigs.
See, it's funny because today we went to like one of the opening cars and coffee. Like now it's everybody's bringing their stuff out now out here.
Well,
it's getting to be nice.
It's that now that it's normal temperature and everyone's leaving up here because the weather's turning south here, coming down there. All the snowbirds are moving down there.
I got to get those kingpins done. We had to park in the normies parking spot because we didn't have anything cool with us. Gotta get one of the other two drivable.
Did you get anywhere with Morticia?
So Bill is actually, you know how awesome Bill is. So Bill's actually helping me in a big way. He's doing. I just took a bunch of measurements when you were messaging me. I was measuring for Bill some different wire components. He's going to send like basically a pre-done wire deal where I just put it in, connect the dots, and then good to go. So with the LEDs and all that stuff, so man, I'll tell you, Bill has been such a lifesaver for the channel. I mean, some of the stuff he's done to help us out. So you know how much I was struggling with that wiring, so it's going to make it really easy,
Well, I think the problem arose from those switches you're using.
Yeah.
I don't believe you're supposed to ground the switches.
Oh. Yeah, but it's what it says. It says ground on the switch.
Chinese shit. I don't think I'd go by what it says. I'd get a multimeter on it and actually operate the switch and see what tangs do what. I don't trust anything they print on those things.
Yeah.
I've never seen. Most of the time, switches are grounded to by the body themselves.
Yeah.
They'll have their own little terminal that's kind of odd from the other two that becomes a ground. But switches are just that. It's just a break in the current. So you don't really need to have it grounded. It's just a break.
Oh.
So I think those switches might be your problem, or there's wired wrong.
Yeah, it could be both for sure. Renegade saying, "Don't let the smoke out this time," and Mater saying, "Just remember, red, red, and red."
Yeah, that was not me for sure.
Yeah,
home slice don't do that.
No, I just love to give Oli shit, but no, I don't know. I mean, wiring's not my strong suit at all, I've discovered. So I'll be happy when this one's done. I can move on to other things.
It's not really that hard. You just have to run through the basics with it.
Yeah.
You're kind of there because you did stuff with Frankenstein. It worked. So you got it. It's just you've done something different with Mortician. It's not. I think it's the switches.
I think I was trying to combine too many things together versus just like keeping them separate.
I honestly think because there's 3 terminals on each one of those 2 switches, right?
Yeah. It said supply, ground, and hot, or whatever it was. Power, supply, and ground.
Say that again.
It says one of them says power or something to that effect. One says ground. I know it says earth actually. And then the other one says supply.
I would not connect anything to earth.
Just the top 2?
I would leave that one out. And I would say, is it arranged like 1, 2, and 3? Is that how they're arranged? The terminals on the backside?
Versus what?
Well, like sometimes they'll have one standing up like this or one off to the side.
Oh, no, yeah, they're stacked. But there's the one in the middle sticks out farther, and then the other 2 are on its side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's telling me it's got a different. It's got a different function than I think it's supposed to have.
I mean, I could get different switches. That's an easy way to fix that. The original one I had was just 2-pronger.
Yeah, and what it is if there is any kind of ground, it was a metal switch, right?
Yeah.
So the face of the switch where you put your nut and everything on, that became the body's ground if it needed one. Switches don't really need one.
Yeah.
Current is all you're doing.
Right.
Ground is bad. You don't want power to go to ground. That's bad.
That makes sense.
Remember how I was telling you electricity is like water flowing through a pipe?
Yeah.
When you connect a wire to ground, if the water gets to the end of the pipe and hits like this, you don't want that. It needs to make a circle all the way back to its source.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Mater, no, you're not the only one. Everybody loves to give all these crap. Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good question too. I don't know how Bill's setting it up, so I guess we'll see. But I mean,
he's making a little cheater board's all he's doing. I was going to do something similar.
Yeah.
I was going to measure out an area, for a piece of wood that would fit underneath the dash and not get in the way of anything and step out of the way. I was essentially have you build your fuse block and just buy those little 6-terminal ones you can get at the parts store.
Okay.
Kind of did like similar to what I do.
Okay.
And then by one, you could add your like one of those 6 fuse block deals can be hot all the time. The other one could be key on hot. And then you start running your circuits to that, and it's all fused.
Gotcha. Okay.
Two 10-gauge wires coming into the car, one hot all the time, one hot all the time. Then you jump that one to the key switch to the other one, and then you got your 2 accessory and then hot all the time circuit. So you just start running all your stuff to that. That car is not going to take hardly any circuits.
No, I wouldn't think so. And I'm really hoping now that I put that grommet in there, I'm hoping it's going to shift the right way. Maybe I'll be able to drive it now, because it was a huge difference.
Well, you said the rear end was locking up too.
I did. That? Yeah, it was.
Now, I'm wondering if that was the transmission stuck in two different gears at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the linkage was so screwed up.
Well,
that's possible.
Yeah, because if you probably remember, and you probably saw in the video, I just had a hose clamp pulled in it there. And so there's so much slop. And then when I put that rubber grommet in, man, it was like a night and day difference. It's funny how much one little part can make such a big difference. But I think it lines up the right way now, like on the 3 on the tree part or whatever you call it. I mean, now I can actually feel when it's in whatever,
I was watching you roll the tiller, and I'm like, man, that thing's pointing at the ceiling and the back of the floor. I'm like, that ain't right.
Oh, like it's got too much.
Oh, yeah.
Too much going in it?
It should only go about this far, just here, neutral, then the second set, then neutral, then the upper set. It shouldn't be pointing to the ceiling or pointing to the floorboards when you're. That's a hell of a sweep. I mean, could you imagine rolling that thing in traffic?
No. No. I mean, it's going to be a slow cruiser for sure.
No, it shouldn't be that way is what I'm trying to say. So you got to go through all your linkage and make sure all that stuff is in,
yeah,
or not wore out, good shape. Tighten it all up.
Yeah,
big one.
Right. Yeah.
I still think the clutch is questionable, just because of the way it hangs into gear.
Yeah, it's true. I should get the clutch. I mean, it was like $100, but they do have it, and it's on that same spot. What is it? Andy Bergman or whatever.
Yeah, I noticed their website changed a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah, it got a little more updated. Now they're carrying even more crap, but for newer stuff.
Really?
I don't know if they got bought out recently or what.
Wait, what was the name of it? It was
like Andy Bergam or something like that.
Well, I will say the last part that I ordered, they had to refund because they didn't have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What was it? Oh, it was the because I was trying to get the rebuild kit for the starter when I pulled that starter apart.
Oh. Huh.
And they couldn't even get the brushes at the time.
Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No. I can't even get their website pulled up. What am I missing here? What's the name of it? I thought it was Andy Bergman.
Crap. Let me see if I got it on my phone. Barnum something?
Barnum and Bailey?
Well, that's what I was thinking every time I said it.
Barnham. Let me see. 50s Dodge parts. Yeah, Andy Birnbaum.
Burn Bum.
We were like half on each.
Ugh.
But yeah, their website did get a nice little refresh.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's expanded into more stuff. Definitely goes into the 60s and 70s, which I don't know. There's already a ton of outfits to make that. I don't even know why they're doing it. Maybe
that, yeah.
Offsetting the old stuff.
Yeah, he's even got a charger on here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's interesting.
Well, you might be able to adjust your clutch. That's why I was like, it might be worth to sit and read that real quick and see what it would take to adjust it. It may just be out of adjustment.
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
allowing the disc to slip enough.
I'm down to try that too. What's up, dancing? Boom. There we go. Yeah, I'll definitely try that too. Yeah, the website does look a lot better.
It's a little friendlier to navigate. I don't think the prices are any better, unfortunately.
No. Let me see. I'll check the clutch because I remember the clutch was. If I could find it.
The problem with the clutch is that's probably just the disc, and then you may need to either have something done with the pressure plate. Then when you're in there, it has a throwout bearing. Does that thing toast or not?
Yeah.
Seals, and then there's a pilot bearing. It's like, holy cow! It starts snowballing.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the clutch, the pressure plate, the throwout bearing. I mean, it looks like they've got everything.
I'm just wondering if we can get away with just adjusting it so you can get a little use out of it still.
Yeah. Yeah. Until we drop a Hemi in it.
Yeah. You might have to call Mongrels for that one.
It could be a hold on one second.
Yeah, the adjustment on this thing, Pinks, I kind of glanced at it. It's kind of crazy. That's why I want him to read it, because it is a little bit involved, but I think it's something that can be done without ripping it all apart.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's one point to adjust it. It's several points, and you got to rotate the damn thing over. And I got to read it again. It's a little bit complex, but what the hell? What are you doing, Bryce?
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Is the old lady losing it? I can hear her laughing in the background or something. Yeah, I really think if you watched his videos, that fluid drive thing, every time he has to almost ram it into gear, reverse or forward, it's like he can do it because of the fluid connection, but it shouldn't jump like it does. So I'm wondering if the disc isn't fully disengaging. He should be able to easily slide it into gear. So I have this feeling that the clutch isn't completely disengaging, and therefore he's kind of banging it, because the fluid drive will allow it to do its thing, and then you can shift gears and all that crap with the fluid drives working. So
yeah, where's that fluid coupler at?
In the middle of it all.
Would be after the pressure plate, right?
Flywheel, clutch. If I remember this right, flywheel, clutch, pressure plate, and then the fluid coupler, because the shaft on that, the input shaft on that transmission is crazy long. It goes all the way through all of that.
Yeah.
318, 904 swap.
If I could get my other two trucks dialed in. Wait, Mater's saying drop Morticia on this Challenger chassis I have. Wow, there you go.
Do any chassis swaps? Good God.
Yeah.
Butcher.
I mean, if I could get the other two running, really good, I'd be fine with Morticia taking whatever time. But it would be nice to at least be able to drive her around a little bit, at least around the neighborhood. It would be good.
Well, it was running.
Yeah. It was. I'll tell you, pushing that thing back into the garage 2 times was pretty rough, though.
Well, what's the status on your winch setup?
I have the winch.
Okay, installation?
No installation yet. And no remote either.
Oh. Well, how come it doesn't have a remote?
So Jerry gave me the winch for, I think, like a 30-pack of beer or something like that. And I don't honestly remember. I think at the time he said he was going to look for it, but he wasn't sure. But I could be misremembering. But for the price I was getting it, I was like, whatever, I'll sort it out. Because I think you can buy a replacement, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
What's Danson got up there?
How do people make different transmissions to different engines when they add an adapter? How does the transmission shaft reach the pilot bearing? It's a good question.
A lot of times you're just measuring. You'd be surprised how many. If you stick within certain brands, are all similar.
Yeah.
GM, Ford. I mean, you can crossbreed a few. Sometimes that adapter itself takes up the difference.
Hey, Woody.
Hey, Woody. They do make pilot bushings that are actually machined to be like an extension. I know you have to do that. Mustang do a couple applications.
Yeah, but how do you know what's the right deal? You know what I mean?
So they make these tools called depth mics, and you just have to start taking measurements, kind of bouncing it off what you have. Of course, yours is going to be crazy weird. So I don't think there's another transmission on this planet that would just swap into yours. I think you're stuck with is, or the whole thing is going to go.
Dean, what's up, Dean?
If you could find a setup that wasn't a fluid drive, steal the bell housing, and then start taking measurements from the bell housing with that depth gauge.
Yeah.
We find a transmission with that bolt pattern that would have an input at the same or similar length. It's doable. It just takes a little bit of mathing. Lots of mathing. But it's doable.
That's what's kind of like the hard part too. It's like when do you just pull the cord and just swap it, or I don't know. Part of me is like, maybe I'll cruise it for a bit and then trade it for something. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I would have yarded that shit out a long time ago, but that's me.
I think I would have done it had I not had so many vehicles.
I gotcha. And it runs. I mean, and it actually doesn't run that bad. But I know you want to use the fluid drive because it's kind of cool. There's a reason why they don't do it anymore. A normal 3-speed might be a little easier to deal with.
Yeah.
But I don't think the fluid drive is the problem. So.
Yeah, because I mean, it's basically just a manual transmission, anyways.
Yeah, with a fluid coupler.
Yeah.
In this case, the clutch isn't working really like it should, I believe. The fluid coupler is actually saving your bacon.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because it's giving you the disengagement you need. The clutch may not be providing completely.
I mean, if all I have to do is swap the clutch, that's not that bad.
Well, I'll read on that manual a little bit more and see if I can make some sense on how to adjust it. I'm hoping you don't have to pull the transmission out and the bell housing off to adjust it, because that will be very annoying.
Okay. Sorry, I'm carrying two conversations at once.
Yeah, you're cool.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see something real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big problem with that setup he's got, is I need to read into it more. I have this weird feeling the transmission has to be pulled out in order to adjust it. And that is not what I consider a good time. I mean, look at the lengths it took him to get a damn drive shaft out. I don't know if he's still listening or not. Anyways, is the master cylinder working order? Well, it's all mechanical, Danson, so there's no master cylinder with his. As far as the brakes go, yes. His clutch is all linkage driven. And there could be adjustment in linkage, but as I was reading that book, Chrysler and their Infinite Wisdom, it looks like they put adjustment on the actual pressure plate itself.
Oh.
Which, again, would be the reason why it's no longer in existence. But hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think once I put the fuel pump, well, I don't know. Why was it locking up? But if it's, yeah.
If that transmission and that linkage was so screwed up, there's a possibility it could have locked in 2 gears at once. There is a possibility of that.
But could that little grommet, you think, have actually made enough of a difference?
Sure.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it was working.
Mm-hmm. And for the rear end to lock up like it was,
yeah,
I was expecting to hear destruction in the actual center section.
Yeah.
Don't see the brakes locking up. Because didn't you jack it up? The wheel spun just fine.
Yeah, all the wheels are loose. Yeah.
So that's telling me that maybe that was the problem. At least that.
I mean, I've got the back on stands right now. I just want to get the fuel pump wired so I can test it, throw it in a few gears and see what happens, But
well, you didn't change the wiring to the fuel pump, did you?
It got intermingled in the whole mess. So, so I'm gonna wait. I mean, Bill's like actively working on that wiring stuff, so I'm just gonna wait till that because I've got some other projects I got to get done with the other two, and I really need to get my kingpins done. I miss driving Frankie.
Well, like that one we were talking, I just pull her back right alongside the house there.
Yeah.
Because I have this feeling that it's going to be down. And can you get them all the way into the garage with the door shut?
I don't know.
I don't think it ever was.
Didn't we at one point? I don't remember.
Don't recall.
Maybe not. Actually, it's a good point. Probably doesn't. Because it is long bed.
But now you're in the cooler weather, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. In the cooler weather, doing it on the side of the house wouldn't be that bad, I don't think.
And you can do one at a time.
Yeah.
Which would probably be best.
Okay. Yeah, but I think one of the joints going across needs to be, one of the bushings or whatever needs to be fixed or swapped or something.
Well, my thought is, if you're going to do it all.
Yeah.
Do it all. Get it all done and over with. And you will thank yourself, because I've done that to my trucks.
Yeah.
They drive 100 times better.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, I need to do that.
The bushings themselves are not expensive. They're actually very inexpensive.
Yeah.
The process of getting them in, if you don't have a press or a way of getting them pushed in, then you got to pay somebody that has a press, which usually isn't expensive. And I have seen people do it at home,
Yeah.
press too. But the kingpin thing, like the only thing I was saying you needed, the important deal, which you may have to pay for, and it's normally not expensive, is having those bushings reamed out, because they are a ream to fit.
Yeah.
You can't push the bushings into the spindle and run the pin in. It does not work like that. Those are made to be pressed into the spindle, and then the reamer custom fits the pin to those new bushings. So that tool carves the inside of the bushing out to the exact specification to the actual pin.
That's sounds like a nightmare, to be honest with you.
No, it's not a nightmare. You just find a machine shop and say, hey, an automotive / engine rebuilder shop usually has that tool.
Yeah.
You could probably buy the tool or find one used, but that'll be the only time you'll ever use it.
What's a tool like that go for?
I've seen them as cheap as $60
Really?
Probably $100 or $200.
What's it called?
It's a reamer, a bushing reamer.
Man, putting that in Google might end badly.
Well, turn safe search on, bud.
Yeah. It looks kind of like a bit kind of a thing.
Well, it's a machining tool. It's designed to cut out the inside of something. It has a pilot shaft because it has to stay straight. So it's about probably it's going to be longer than your entire. You know, when I say spindle, you know which part I'm talking about, right?
The part that comes out like that.
What's that?
The part that comes out like that.
It has the rotor, the spindle, or the caliper and everything attached to it.
Yeah,
It's on the axle itself. That's
the
spindle, and it comes off. So you don't have to take. If you knock the pin and everything out, you can take the spindle itself down to the machine shop. You don't have to bring the axle and all that bullshit with you. You can just, or you can take the whole axle and everything out, have them press the bushing in and set the pin, and then you just slide the whole thing into the truck and you're done. Last time I did that, my machinist charged me $30.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Labor.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Of course, he is a friend.
I don't have that with that up here.
I don't think it's that bad. It's a very simple process. The tools are the biggest expense.
Yeah.
And these guys will use the same tool over 100 times. It's probably been paid for already. I don't imagine it being really that expensive.
Would they do it the same day usually? Like if you just brought it in?
I don't see why not. Same day or next day pickup.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll just research some good machine shops around here. Maybe stop in there.
But to fix that spindle, that's the only way you're going to get it. You can buy the kit. You can hammer out the old bushing. You can hammer in the new one, but the pin's not going to fit. Because those bushings, they're really super thin, but they're made to be clearance to fit a certain specification. So I can't remember what the hell it is off the top of my head.
Danson said that tool is a big hammer.
Well, the only problem is you can probably get it installed, but then the spindle might not turn anymore.
It doesn't have to turn. Everywhere I go is straight down the road anyways.
Well, you'll eventually want to turn, I would assume.
Just, pick it up and turn it manually, I guess. By the way, Bryce, you need to do an upgrade for your Google so it's the correct answers. Yeah, I know. Man, talk about a few of those flopping on me. You know, the problem is the last one, it was a bit of a rush to get just so many things going on at the moment. Sometimes the month end creeps up quick and it's like I haven't had a chance to really mess with it, till the last minute.
Me and I'm like, what do you mean it's this Friday?
Yeah. Well, I know. I was like, crap, man. It comes by quick.
I kind of panicked because I'm thinking I was pretty sick on Thursday. I actually took half the day off, but I wasn't sick until I got home. It was really weird.
Oh, gross. Are you going to get me sick right now?
Yeah, you don't want whatever. I don't know what the hell I had to even tell you.
Well, I don't want to keep your contagion over there.
I might have had food poisoning. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different kind of sick.
I left work early to go run some errands. I was supposed to be primering these on Thursday, get some other things done because the weather's been kind of nice. And I came home, went to Harbor Freight, bought a bunch of crap I didn't really need. And then I got home. Well, it's kind of late. I didn't have a whole lot to eat during the day, like an apple, not even an apple. I had like carrot sticks and a granola bar. And then I took off at noon, ran a couple errands. It's 2:00. I swung into Burger King, which probably was not a good idea.
Yeah. That's what made you sick.
Yeah, probably. Got home. I turned on the old tube and watched a couple, like someone's show or something while I was eating lunch.
Yeah.
I went a little food comatose for a second, woke up, and I was so freaking dizzy. I've never been that dizzy in my life. What
Really?
I'm sitting here trying to focus on stuff because sometimes it'll bring the out of the dizziness,
Yeah.
It wouldn't do it. And they started me on blood pressure pills a couple weeks ago, which has been nice. I've kind of gotten a little bit more energetic since my blood pressure's dropped. But I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell's going on? Did I just take my blood pressure or something? Or by eating this crap? Or the little nap I took?
Are you sure you're not dying?
Well, I don't know. It sure as hell felt like it. So, anyways.
Yikes, BK.
Yeah. Well, it was the one on Gear Road too, which is kind of a shithole. I probably shouldn't have went to that one.
Not familiar.
But I was near it at the gas station. Anyways, I'm sitting here, my eyeballs are just freaking spinning, and I can't get any. I didn't know north, south, east. I couldn't even figure out what direction I was. I'm just grabbed onto the fucking chair, about ready to fall out of it. And next thing you know, I'm getting nauseated, and I'm like, oh no.
Are you sure you didn't have a stroke or something?
Well, I was thinking that.
That actually sounds kind of serious.
Well, I got nauseated, and I went into a complete fucking cold sweat. My shirt, all of a sudden, I was in 90-degree weather, but cold. And then started fucking dry heaving, like I was going to barf. And I couldn't move because I was so damn dizzy. If I got up out of the chair, I knew I'd fall over. I couldn't. I had no equilibrium whatsoever. So
you might want to check that out.
Well, I've been going to this friggin' doctor. It took me 3 months to get an appointment with this asshole. And then he gave me these pills I've been taking for 2 weeks, which have helped. It dropped my blood pressure down about 20 or 30 points. So, I said,
can I ask you an honest question though?
Go ahead.
Did you find the doctor on Craigslist? Because those are usually not the ones to go to. Dano.
I probably should have, because this fucking guy's taking forever.
Yeah, Peter's saying you got to take care of yourself, and Missy's saying don't die. Yeah.
Well, I can't help either one of those. It is what it is.
I mean, I'm kind of anti going to the doctor, but that actually sounds like doctor worthy, if you ask me.
Well, it gets better. I didn't throw up, though. That was the weirdest thing. It was trying to throw up, but it wouldn't. I got stabilized enough. I ran down the hall and just laid over the fucking toilet for a while. And after a couple hours, I was feeling okay. And then my daughter came home, and she's been doing med school. She's taken medical school classes and shit.
Yeah.
So she's on the phone with my ex-wife, who is a CNA, and they're playing doctor on my ass. And I'm like, do this, do that. And I've had the blood pressure machine hooked up. I'm like, whatever it was, it started going away by then. So I don't know what the hell happened. I sent a little email because you can't get a hold of anybody no more. You got to email everybody. Stupid. So I emailed the doctor and kind of wrote out everything that happened, and then I hadn't heard nothing. So whatever. The thought of being diabetic came up. I just had a bunch of tests done. I went back and looked at these tests. Nothing in these tests points to anything. He didn't have my A1C on there for some weird reason, but then I emailed him, and he got back and said, well, there's nothing in your A1C, your other tests that indicated I needed an A1C. My mom came over and pricked my finger because she's got the blood sugar tester thing.
Yeah.
It was 117.
Okay.
It's a little elevated, but it's not high.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened. Pinks, to answer your question, in the past, my A1C's been 5.1, 5.3. It just kind of hovers right in that 5.
Is that like motor oil weight? 530?
I'd be on the 1040 side, probably.
Wait, but have you physically gone into a doctor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I made, so my last doctor pissed me off, so I stopped seeing him. So it's been like 2 or 3 years. And then
why am I not surprised? Wait, hold on. I want to know why it pissed you off first.
Because the guy was a douchebag, and I didn't want to listen to his crap. He's all, get on the Mediterranean diet, you're fat, lose weight. Yeah, we all know that. I get it. Why did I gain 100 pounds in 4 years, jackass? There's got to be a real good reason for that.
Are you the guy where, like, if you're a smoker and then the doctor says stop smoking, you're like, screw this guy, I'm getting a different doctor?
Ironically, I used to smoke, but that was like 5 years ago.
You should be cleaned out from that by now.
I quit that shit, and that was part of the weight gain, I'm willing to bet you.
Yeah, because you probably subsidized it for that. Yeah, for sure.
Well, like Missy, I blame work. I blame work too. Work pisses me off.
I think it's probably mostly that, what was that Dodge you have? The Duster.
The Duster.
Probably mostly the Duster.
See, my mom's a type 2 as well, Pinks, so that's why she had the Duster. Hers is like around, I think she's around a 7 as well. We had an episode with her where she had a UTI, and because of the UTI, women, when they have UTIs, they kind of lose their mind. She had taken her diabetic medicine. Her freaking her blood sugar level was like 800, and her A1C was off the freaking chart. And it makes you go real goofy when it does that. So dealing with her, that was interesting. Everything's good now, but yeah, it was interesting for sure. Made you gain 60. Yeah, see?
60 pounds, wow, yeah.
I'll admit, when this all happened, my dad died. When the beginning of it. When he died, I went into overdrive. I was at my mom's every single day after work for 4 years straight, working on that car of hers. I worked weekends here mostly, and I did weeknights after work. This is 3 or 4 hours after work, maybe 5, usually 3 or 4. So I wouldn't get back to my house till like 9 o'clock at night. Then I'd eat. Then I'd stay up a little bit because I ate. I go to bed at like midnight or so, and then get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work and start all over again. So not getting sleep for 4 years contributed to it. Eating late at night for 4 years contributed. I know what I did wrong in some areas, but right now I'm in that circle of death where because of what I've created, I can't get a good night's sleep, so I need a little help now to get out of this merry-go-round I'm stuck on.
Yeah.
Bryce is skinny. You don't know.
I am now. Dude, I've plumped up quite a bit, actually. So during that whole Rona time, I think everybody in the world probably gained weight. I definitely gained some weight. And I wasn't like drinking where I had a problem, but I was having tequila every weekend. I was getting pretty plump. And I stopped drinking. I haven't drank in at least a year, maybe 2. And switched to working out every day. And yeah, now, but I mean, honestly, I took a big switch on my health stuff because I was getting pretty fat and plumpy. My shirts were stretching. So.
Oh, I jumped up pant sizes and shirt sizes. It's that much it went up.
Yeah.
I went from 235, 245. I think I'm 330 right now.
Okay. Yeah.
That's bad.
I switched to Monday through Friday. I won't eat any bread, like no carbs during the week, and I eat just meat and fruit. On the weekends, I do whatever, but Monday through Friday. And I dropped weight like instantly. It was awesome.
Yeah, they wanted me to go on some Mediterranean diet. I have no idea what the fuck that shit is.
Mediterranean. Yeah. Yeah, must be
Dude,
tall. You don't look that heavy.
me?
For who? I'm 6'6". How tall are you, Dano?
5'11".
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a little taller.
I just evenly space it out, I guess. I don't know. Dude, it's all right. It's all right here. I can tell you that right now. It's all my midsection.
Yeah.
And I do love bread too. That is, and rice, yes.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. But lunches, I mean, I bring lunches every day. Yeah, yeah, I might even be 5'10" now because I'm smashing every vertebrae in my spine carrying this shit around. But my lunches, I usually box it every day because I'm cheap for one. It'll be a salad, a yogurt, um, a grapefruit drink. Settle down now. Settle down. uh, what else? Carrot sticks and the ranch, and then the little fruit snack package. It's like a 100-calorie one, and that's usually my lunches. Instead of a salad, I'll throw in a couple pieces of chicken breast. Um, yeah, it's really pretty boring lunches. I don't think they're that bad. And in the morning, all I have is an apple and a coffee. That's all I eat.
Mm.
And my break time is when I eat the carrot sticks and the granola bar. That's it. So I'm like, why am I not losing any weight?
It does sound boring, I'm not gonna lie.
It's terrible. I just eat to go. I'm not a chef. That's my problem. I get in that kitchen and I'm just like, I just don't see carburetors and I don't see car parts and shit. I don't know what to do.
I mean, it would explain why your carburetors have bite marks on them.
Could be.
Yeah.
You're 6'2", Pinks? Shit, wow. I didn't think you were that.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, Pugs.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Chaz, what's up? Puglicities. I can't talk. Maybe half my brain is fried. I don't know.
Well, we knew that. That was already established.
Maybe I did stroke out. I don't know. All I can tell you is I couldn't see anything, and that was probably the most freaked out I've been in a long time.
Did your arms and chest? Did you have pain in your chest and arms? Well,
nope. No pain in the chest. The arms weren't numb. Nothing on this side felt numb. It just, I couldn't see, and I couldn't get any bearing. I had no equilibrium. I mean, it was gone.
When was the last time you changed your spark plugs?
In what?
Sorry, haven't. I thought it worked for everything.
What happened, Jazz? I about met my damn maker the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It's what I mean. It was 30 minutes after 8 which nothing tasted weird. I know I shouldn't have had it, but I figured by 2 o'clock I needed to eat something. So I thought maybe I had an A1C spike or some crap. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell happened. All I know is it was not good.
You know, if something happens to you, I'm going to torment you for eternity. I'm going to take that Dodge that you love so much, and I'm going to park it right over your grave and just leave it. Just leave it.
I don't really think I'm going to care.
I'm just going to leave it there so you're stuck with it forever.
I'm sure my friggin' kids will sell everything for $1. So. Neither one.
Yeah, that's the scary part. It's like, what do your kids do with your stuff when you're done? You know.
You know what? I really won't give a shit.
No. It wouldn't bother you.
I'll be dead. What's it gonna matter?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'm already dealing with that now because that's exactly what my old man did to me.
Yeah.
I have 8 cars over there. I have an entire shop full of shit, an attic full of shit, 2 sheds full of shit, and neither my mom nor my brother have a single clue what the hell's going on out there.
Did you see Chaz's thing?
My old man was diabetic. First thing in fact. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, okay, so you missed it earlier. I went over and did some tests. My A1C is right around 5.1, 5.3, right around there usually. This last go around, my doctor didn't take an A1C test because he said he didn't see a reason why. And then when this little thing I had Thursday, this little episode I had, which you kind of missed the explanation on that one. My mom came over a couple hours later with the blood sugar tester. It was only 117. So I don't know if it was that or not. I could have been food poisoned for all I know, but it's weird. Usually when you get food poisoning, you either shit your brains out or barf it all up, right?
You would think.
But nothing happened, so I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Well, hopefully it was nothing. I guess you'll find out if it breaks again.
The only other thing he mentioned in one of my tests was he saw a little bit of protein in the urine sample or something from the kidneys. I don't know what the hell that means.
You gotta stop taking those steroids, Dano.
Dude, if I was taking steroids, I'd probably get some shit done around here. Maybe I'm taking them wrong.
Could be.
Smart ass. Don't sound like a diabetic thing. It could be from driving Fords. Well, you should know I don't drive them because none of them run, right? Kidney issues. Yeah, see, that's what I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. I don't have any clue. I made mention to that. Well, he wants me to go in for another test on those, so maybe there's something going on.
I just think it's odd you don't know with all your medical training that you've had.
Medical training? I had none.
That was my attempt at humor and sarcasm.
I mean, I feel sore right here on both sides. So I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
Yeah, it probably does. But I wouldn't be the one to tell you. I'm sure it's fine. What's the worst that can happen?
I got some more epoxy to breathe tonight to add to my other problems.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
Plus, I get to go pick up another rig tomorrow. That was the other reason for getting that thing, is so that if I do cack, at least it's sitting here.
What a great thought, you know?
Well, you know, if you take it like it is, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I always told Shiloh, like, she can't get rid of my stuff, but I guess if the kids don't have any interest, what are they going to do with it anyways, I guess? Let it rot.
Well, there's only one car I'm never going to get rid of my dad's. And my brother and I both come to consensus on it. That's his 66 Fairlane GT. So.
Okay. Yeah. But again, cool car.
It's a part. Because that was something him and I were working on right before he got sick and died. So it just didn't get done, so I wanted to get my mom's car done first and then jump over to that.
Yeah.
You never know, man. That's why I clear my search history.
That's funny.
Yeah, I probably should too.
Good idea.
Facebook Marketplace and a bunch of for sale ads and eBay shit is all it is. I'll be sitting there dying for some disease and I won't even waste time looking that up on Google. Oh, I'll get a notification that something I'm interested in popped up on Marketplace. I'll search that and I'll sit there in pain going, oh, why am I not looking up the pain?
Yeah.
But no, that might be the next. If I do any videoing over at my mom's, it'll probably be that fairy lane. That'll probably be the next one. Oh, look at that!
New puppy's always fun. Speaking of getting up early, what kind of puppy? What time is it anyways? 9 o'clock?
Yeah. You starting to get a little wayward?
Dude, I fall asleep like way too easily. I'm already like starting to zonk out.
I wish I had that problem. I like Chaz, I'm about midnight, I'm finally going,
Really? I can't make it till midnight anymore.
And if I'm doing shit, if I actually got a project out here going, I'll stay up till 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be doing usually midnight, I'm done.
Yeah.
I gotta go. But I need to start going to bed sooner than that.
What time do you usually start work though? Oh, you said 6?
6:30. So I'm usually up around 5:15. Shower, shit, shave, all that crap.
Yeah. Rat terrier. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, Missy saw the dogs. She's a dog person.
Yeah. Almost 11 there. Oh, right now? Oh, yeah, because that makes sense. Yeah. Small dog, 40 pounds. We had the small dog, the Puggle, and then I was like, I want a big dog, so I got the Bloodhound, and now I'm like, I don't know. Small dogs are kind of nice because everything's less.
She's got 7 of the damn things.
7?
That's what I said. 7?
I guess if they all get along, though. My problem is I got 3 and they don't all get along. Mater's got 11 dogs. That's a lot of dogs, Mater.
He's like the Bumpuses off the Christmas Story.
He must love his dogs. What kind of dogs are they, Mater? 11 dogs, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Could you imagine feeding them?
No. Man, the dog bill on my dogs right now is already. Every time I go, it's at least $100 for two bags. Tony, what's up, Tony?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
He's another one here in town. He's another buddy of mine. What's up, man?
Okay. Tony was on our garage trivia yesterday. Yeah. Right? I think so.
Yeah, he was on garage trivia. Yep.
Yeah, okay. My big dog is Fiona, 90-pound German Shepherd, and Blue, 60-pound red. Okay, all right. There you go. That's a good mix. I like that. I like both of those.
Pretty dogs.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tony was. Okay, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, Huskies are cool. They're hairy bastards, but how does that work out in Florida? Or no, Georgia or Florida? I can't remember where you moved to.
Yeah, but you know what? Those thick coats are good for repelling heat and cold, not just cold. Because it like insulates them.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Well, I had a Husky Shepherd mix for a while.
Yeah.
Man, she wasn't a big problem until it was change of season. Then it was like a dog. I mean, the damn thing, you vacuum it and she let me vacuum her or brush it. I could just about build a second dog out of that coat she'd leave.
Oh, you said Alabama.
Oh, I didn't get that right. I knew he was down there in the southeast somewhere.
What's the scoop with the inverted welders? 120 volt. Any experience?
Inverted welders?
Yes. That's a Dano question.
Well,
I don't know.
You mean just the 120 volt ones? I don't know. I mean, I have one. I got a I have a Lincoln 110.
Is that like the one that I have?
Yeah, it's similar to the one you have. Yep. Yours is like a flux core. I don't think yours takes gas, does it?
I think it has an option for gas.
Okay. So basically the same thing. It just uses a flux core wire with yours.
Yeah. I mean, the one I have I've had pretty good luck with it. Except for popping the breaker every once in a while.
A lot of people lately have done the flux core thing. The only thing is you got to turn the heat up a little bit to get the layout nice. I know some people that argue with that. Whatever. But I prefer having the gas shielded on the small 025 wire. I mean, that's what I prefer.
Yeah.
For body work, I should say.
Missy says 125 German Shepherd Sulu, Beagle Mix 60, French Bulldog, and 4 Furious Chihuahuas.
Ankle biters.
Yeah. And Pinks is using a 120 vac Lincoln welder for the first time tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. Lincoln, that's a good welder. And Danson's, I've got gas. Most of the time, I'd rather not use more gas.
I don't think that's going to work very well.
Puglies, I've got a flux core. It does okay, but gas is better. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen I'm not going to mention names, but there's some people on there that swear up and down the flux core thing is the way to go. It takes the heat to get it to lay out right. Yeah, you can bond metal together, but I'm not going to say that you're more of a grinder than a welder at that point. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
But most flux core welders, or most gas welders, will do flux core. TIG's one that I would like to learn. I've done a teeny bit of TIG on a friend's machine a long time ago. TIG welding is supposed to be easier on sheet metal, or on the sheet metal itself, not get it too hot and warp it.
Wait, TIG and MIG. MIG's the stick, TIG's the wire, or am I mixing those up?
TIG is that little weird-headed thing. It looks like it's like a pencil, and then you take dabbing it as you're welding.
Okay. Okay.
I'm using all the wrong terminology.
Yeah. I like welding. I don't know if I'm good at it, but...
Well, you won't get good at it unless you just get out there and do it.
There's only so many things for me to weld. Unless I just weld random stuff.
Well, you're going to need to build new mounts for the drivetrain for Morticia when you get tired of the old Sixer.
Oh, I would do that today if the budget sufficed that endeavor. Well, and space. But,
In time.
In time, for sure. Dude, I would kill to have like a separate garage. Like, dude, Pugly Speed Shop, actually. I would kill to have that set up. Like your own separate shop.
It's nice. If you don't fill it full of shit.
Yeah.
I built a 3-bay shop. I only have one that I can work in.
Yeah. That's true. But that's a fixable problem.
It is.
Pugly's learned from Gene Winfield. That's pretty awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah, TIG is one thing I definitely don't know much about, and I would definitely like to learn. There he is.
Yeah. Pinks needs a separate garage too.
Oh, Missy's got a 110. See, now Hobart's where I started on. In the military, it's the welder I used at the hobby shop was a Hobart. That thing really was. That was actually a nice welder. Nicer than my Lincoln.
Nice.
It likes to jam once in a while.
To what?
I wish it was to music, but it's usually jamming the friggin' spool in the gun.
Hey, at least you caught what I was saying. So what do you think of my little shorts with the Facebook car things?
Well, I used to watch all of them. Now there's so damn many of them, I stopped watching them.
Well, I started cranking them out because they're doing so well.
Well, I get it, and it is. They are. Obviously, you're getting a shit ton of views from them, but the problem is they're shorts.
You know, the YouTube Shorts is just not. I mean, if I'm scrolling shorts, like between YouTube, Instagram, whatever, it's normally not YouTube. You know,
right? Like
do
Reels.
you?
What's that?
So, like, if I'm just hanging out, I'll usually do the shorts on Instagram or Facebook. I mean, the YouTube ones just aren't as good, you know?
It's funny because sometimes I'll be on one or the other and it takes me into Reels on Facebook, or I'm in Instagram again.
Yeah.
I watch some on YouTube, but it really depends. But on the creator side of it, with shorts, you're not really getting anything out of it unless you're putting out a shit ton of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not monetized, and obviously I'm not. So,
well, since I started doing the like the ad reviews or whatever, like the subscriber counts definitely picked up. So
I get a couple here and there. My views have tanked big time.
Yeah.
That's what's been hurting. Well,
it's hard to hit the metrics with YouTube. It's like frustrating.
You were saying you didn't even see my that second to last video. It never notified you or something.
Dude, that's actually what frustrates me is there's certain videos that I watch I watch every one of yours. If it's somebody in the group, like I always try and watch those, you know. And Missy's phone's about to die.
See you later, Missy. Thanks for swinging in.
See you, Missy. Yeah, and so it won't show me those, but then it puts this other stuff that I could care less about, you know? And I'm like, dude, I know you won't want to talk about it, but there's certain news channels that I could have zero interest in watching. And he'll push like 3 of those. I'm like, I haven't watched any of that. Like, obviously I'm the other, you know, I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's a little bit of a joke, the stuff they push that you like, you know, that kind of thing, you know. It's just kind of.
Yeah, well, and that's what's weird is I've noticed when I do open up into the deal, then it gives me its suggestions. There's shit that I have zero interest in any of the shit that they're trying to show me.
Yeah,
the new stuff or not.
Yeah, yeah. They show them on your feed. Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you even showing me this crap? I have zero interest in this stuff. It's almost like the garbage that won't sell. Or you're at the store and they got the trash they bought too much of. They're trying to sell to you.
Yeah. I guess that's a good point. I mean, maybe those people have paid for that push, you know, because you know how you can pay to have it pushed out more.
I guess
could be. Yeah, I can see that.
What I think, here's what I think. I think YouTube, because they're obviously running commercials in your shit, my shit. Pink's got commercials in his. Not as live so much, but his long form. And they're making money off those commercials, but because we're not monetized, they don't have to pay us nothing.
Yeah.
So it's almost like we're making them free content they can make money off of. It's like, that sucks.
Pink's is right too. I mean, they've got their own agenda. You're right about that. Yeah.
Well, they're having to pay for the big channels that are making all the friggin' money, you know, which I get it.
Yeah. Tony sent me an email. Check your spam. Oh, here, I'll check it out. Yeah, I honestly, it's kind of a shame there's not more options on platforms that are the same quality, you know.
Well, and how in the hell can you or Pinks not be monetized with 2,800 subs? I mean, your watch hours have got to be up there. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Uh,
I have over 900. I'm reading Danson's thing. They also send you a notice when somebody puts a like on your. Yeah,
and
but yeah, I agree. They are. It's pretty much useless.
yeah, and Tony, I got your note here. Yeah, send me just send me your line of work. I'll try and get you some helpful. I could definitely get you some helpful info. I mean, I can't get you all the way to the finish line, but I could get you some um, good knowledge on what to do there. I mean, honestly, so it's in relation to Arizona, and I'll tell you, I mean, this is the third state I've lived in, and I love Arizona. I mean, I love it out here. I grew up in Oregon.
Couldn't tell. All the bitches all summer long how hot it is.
Well, the summers, there's two things that suck about Arizona is the heat in the summer, but it's only the summer, and the rest of the year the weather's amazing, and the scorpions, but you can spray and get rid of that. So I mean, that's really the only two bad things in my opinion. I mean, there's so much to do out here. Like from a family perspective too, there's a ton of that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I've loved it. I mean, the only other place I wouldn't mind going is maybe Florida, but Arizona is awesome. It really is awesome.
Hurricanes keep me out of Florida.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Florida's got its own set of things.
It's nice. I mean, I've been there. I visited Florida years ago. It's nice, but
Yeah.
the panhandle part of it's probably way different than down south, you know.
Yeah, Tony, I'm with you on that. I'm familiar with the left three states very much so. And yeah, no, I mean honestly, best thing I ever did was moving out to Arizona. I mean, everything in my life is better because of moving out here. I'm not even we have a lot of people moving to Arizona, so some of it's like the cost of living, I guess, has gone up a little bit, but it's still reasonable. But when I moved out here, it was like super inexpensive. Now it's kind of just norm. I mean, it used to be like really inexpensive. Now it's just kind of norm, but it's not high by any means, you know. But sorry, I'm not trying to take over your thing, but
oh no, you're fine. I'm just reading Chaz's comment. I don't believe his hair moves at all because I see the amount of jelly piles in that shit. So I don't mind it good. And I was reading Danson's too, and Danson's got a good point. You know, and I think 2.53 billion is maybe even a little light on the number. We're talking several countries.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's not getting shared or
pomade.
I was trying to figure pomade or Dapper Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool sometimes when they do put up a bunch of new shit that I haven't seen, but some of it's just stuff I'm not at all interested in, period. And what really drives me nuts, I'm guessing this is the faceless channels you always hear about, where you gotta make these stupid videos about Ford's shittiest engine is the Y block, and it is nothing but all probably AI generated now, but I'm sure it wasn't AI generated when they made it because it's an older video. But it has nothing. It has no creativity. Somebody's already done all the work, and they just throwing pictures at you while someone's talking. Shit, you know? Oh,
Sport waves.
They never send me always. Yeah, see, he never gets notified. I mean, it's just stupid.
I mean, do you post them at weird times? When do you normally post them?
Usually, any long form video I put out, which I'm surprised you didn't catch on to, is at 6:15 a.m. I have done them on Mondays. I try to do them on Sunday mornings, but it's usually at 6:15 a.m. I don't think I've done them any other time.
I will say, just for myself personally, at 6:15 a.m., I'm probably not on YouTube.
No, but you're missing the point, though. 6:15 is 9:15 on the East Coast.
It's true. Yeah.
Da-da-da. Morning coffee video.
Yeah.
That's what I do at 6:15.
That's a good point. Yeah.
However, even though I put it on at 6:15, you still should be getting a notification. Right?
You would think.
I mean, you until you decide to click on it. I get them for yours.
The only thing I could see is I do get a gajillion notifications, so I don't know if it's somehow getting just lost in the list of notifications, but I do keep an eye out. Like on Sundays when you go live a lot of times, like I see it, so yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Nancy.
Super rare. That always gets impressions of it.
See, then I'll get Chaz's. Well, I'll just say Chaz. I'll get his notifications right around. I want to say noontime. So it'd be maybe right after noon. So that'd be about right. Well, that wouldn't be right. That'd be way late. That's usually about when I get his notification for his videos on the Tuesdays. I just don't watch it until I get home from work.
Yeah.
See, and same way with Pink's. I used to get Pink's notifications whenever he went live. Now I got to hunt for him. I kind of knew he had one on Wednesdays and sometimes a Friday. So I just look for it now.
Well, and that's what frustrates me, because most of the stuff that I do actually want to watch, I have to do that. Like, I have to go to that person's channel or hunt for it, which is, like, I thought the whole point was not that,
And then same with Woody. I would get Woody does something just about every single day, but I would get a notification for it, and I'd click on, watch for a little while or whatever the case may be, or watch the episode, whatever it is he put out. Sometimes he's live. And then all of a sudden it stops doing it. I'm like, what the hell? So I got to go back and look. There's several people's pages that does that.
Yeah. Well, and you've been more consistent with your posts too, because I was wondering that too. Maybe if you're not posting all the time, it doesn't kick it out, Well,
I did that for a while, and it's like, I didn't do one last week, and probably not going to do one this week either. It didn't seem like it made a difference when I did it like 2 months in a row. I was pretty consistent for a couple months there.
Yeah, right.
So, oddly enough, Bryce, I haven't done one in 2 weeks. My views have gone up a little bit. I don't understand.
Mine have stayed the same forever.
And I thought my pliers video would get more views than it's got. It hasn't even got 100 views. I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
Yeah.
But I think the one you saw, that one's up around 500 or so. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know. Maybe they suck. They probably do. I have some Duster videos I got to put out yet, even though I can't seem to sell this stupid thing, but they're videos from when I was putting it together, so I might as well get all of them out before I sell it.
I'm telling you, I'll trade it for Morticia. You pay for shipping, and
I say you trailer the damn thing back up here and come back with a Duster. How about that?
I don't have a car that would make it that far.
What? Wednesday won't do it?
She would. Yeah, Wednesday would.
The old lady's truck wouldn't do it? Road trip. Take her on a road trip.
I would be down for that trade, but I think I would get the better deal, to be honest with you.
No.
You don't think so?
Well, it's up to you. I'm sick and tired of it.
I just don't want to pay for shipping.
Oh, I don't either. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
Last time a vehicle was pulled out of California, my dad had one shipped.
Yeah.
Obviously, he passed away. He had a tow truck shipped up here. So mind you, it was a little bit bigger. That was $1,500 from Northern California to here.
Oh, really?
So a little bit bigger rig, a little bit shorter distance. $1,500 then. Hey, what's up, Arrows?
The legend Barrows. Tony's saying you would be getting the better deal. Well, I agree, Tony. which is why he should pay for the shipping, and then we'll be good. It'd be more than the cars are both worth.
Probably.
Wait, did I just ship something, or didn't somebody ship something? Yeah, it would be like a couple grand, I would imagine, wouldn't it?
I don't even know now. I mean, what was it? I've had my 03 for 20 years now. When I shipped that one from Florida, that was $1,700 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's quite a distance too.
It was a hell trying to get someone to ship a truck that distance was challenging. Yes.
You know what we do? Just next time that Mongrels is going to Arizona, we kick him some cash to do the trade.
Put a dolly behind the friggin' what is that? I can't remember the Canadian name of it. It's the
Belvedere, Bonneville. What's the name of it?
Well, it's
Parisienne.
Parisienne. There we are. I always forget the Canadian name. Yeah, have him put a dolly behind the Parisienne.
He probably would too. He probably would.
He dragged down the duster and then dragged me back, Morticia.
That'd be fun. That would actually make for some good content. It'd make for some really good content.
He'd need someone following Morticia to pick up all the parts, though.
They're all bolted on. Nothing's falling off. Hey, it'd probably be less rusty than that duster.
What's up, Big Wrench?
Big Wrench, what's going on? Actually, when I was looking at the ad that you posted, that's a nice duster, though. I mean, the engine looks like it's in good shape.
The engine's probably the best thing about it. The transmission, on the other hand, isn't. Well, I don't know much about it. It was just a spare laying around. I threw it in. It made it go forward, backward. Good enough.
Yeah.
The only rust in it is this little spots behind the rear tires and then the bottom of the doors. That's it. Which dusters, if you find me a duster that isn't rotten in the rear quarters, you probably should buy lottery tickets too. Those damn things rust fucking crazy, I swear.
A car named Duster belongs in Arizona. That's true.
3 years ago, lowest bid on used ship to take. Wow. See, that's the other thing that keeps me from going to the No Name Nationals is trying to drag a car that distance.
Yeah.
That is a pain.
2,600. Yeah.
See, 2,600 is a good chunk of change. That's only a one-way trip too, or was it both ways?
Both
ways.
Lowest bid. Yeah, I didn't specify.
Oh, wait a minute.
I bet that was one way though.
I think I remember that. He was gonna sell it to somebody or give it to someone.
I do know a guy out here that would do. Yeah, he said one way.
Holy cow!
I do know a guy here that would do it for reasonable because I was gonna. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because I was looking up shipping for the Ram, and then before my buddy Chuck pulled it down or pulled it over, and I did find another option before I knew Chuck was going to do it. I did find an option that was It was like 800. No, $800.
Well, where was it coming out of?
It's 7 hours away from California to here,
What town was it?
Simi Valley.
Oh, well, 7 hours isn't really all that bad. So $800 sounds reasonable.
Yeah, but that was the cheapest rate I could find, though. I mean, that was, there was a lot of them that were more, but um, but yeah.
What was FTO? I missed that.
NNN and FTO were the same weekend. No Name Nationals and
What was the FTO?
Full Tilt Olympics. I don't know. Full Tilt.
Ford
Ford
Takeover.
Takeover. Oh, okay. Okay. There you go. You should have known that.
That's on the East Coast, man.
Oh. I gave the car just to drive in it, or just to drive it. Well, man, the text is so small on this thing.
I gave the car to just drive it. Well, his boys. Yeah, I kind of remember him talking about that. He was going to try and drive it there, and I think you were going to fly back or something. Or I'm trying to remember how you were. That was a while ago.
Your brother lives in Simi Valley. What's his name? Yeah, I lived out there for like 10, 15 years, something like that. Dang, small world, huh?
380 for an 80-mile tow. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Wow.
When we had the Silverado issue, that was 900. How many miles was that?
Yeah. The farther out of town you are, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
How's that thing been? Has it been fixed?
Yeah, so knock on wood, yeah. So far so good, yeah. Yeah, I swapped the thermostat.
That's crazy. Those things should be defaulting open, not closed. But hey, whatever. It's done.
Well, so probably, what was it? There was somebody had a battery on their trailer that came off on the freeway, and it jumped up and it hit the Silverado. And when we took it into the shop, while it was in the shop, they said the water pump failed, and so the water pump got swapped out at that time. So I was like, well, probably not that, maybe, but Anthony.
I have no faith in new parts anymore.
Oh, okay.
So they're just not made to the quality they used to be.
Yeah. I don't know Anthony, but it would have been funny if I did. I used to love it out there. It's just the cost of living is just so crazy. It's, it's out of control.
Yeah, Pinks, I'm telling you, the car world out here is starting to just dwindle. It seems like the East Coast is the place to be. There's so many events here. Just so many different car events.
That would be funny if I ended up knowing him. No, dude, Arizona, bro. Everything's in Arizona now. I'm telling you.
Yeah, everything and stuff that'll kill you. Damn it, Billy.
Billy Lebowski. Super.
They don't need you running out of your beer fund, brother.
Dude, Billy's getting you squared away today.
Thank you, man. I super appreciate that. You don't have to do that. Stop it.
If you guys don't know Billy Bobowski, he's awesome. You need to go check him out.
He's a riot.
Yeah, Billy's a good time.
I think he posts damn near every day.
Yeah.
Love you too, brother.
Yeah. Amen, brother.
Well, there's things that you can definitely miss here, Pinks, but I think the certain groups are slowly ruining it. Did you know our Discover Pass just doubled in price? Which the Discover Pass is usually what you got to use to get into the parks and shit like that. They just raised it 50%. Not even kidding. Only offhand, you know of a starter that will fit on the Lincoln 460. Oh, so the starter you have on yours is like a Chevrolet style with the solenoids on top of it? You can just use a regular solenoid that you would use on any other Ford model. You don't have to necessarily. Well, let me think now. I've seen that starter. It's not very often. I think Lincolns and shit like that, like the car version, used them. Let me do a little research. I don't run into that starter very often because they are a pain in the ass. If you took a regular starter out of a 460, it should still work the same. Like the non-solenoid mounted ones. I know one you're talking about it looks like a Chevrolet starter. You should be able to run a normal 460 starter, and just run the solenoid up on top of the inner fender. Same setup. It should work just the same. I don't recall those taking any different flex plates or anything like that. It should all be the same.
Dano, I'm turning into a pumpkin here.
Bryce is tapping out.
I am. Well, it's past my bedtime. It's 9:30, you know.
I'm surprised the old lady let you come play.
I'm anticipating that notification coming through soon too.
Let
me double check. Hopefully I didn't miss one. I didn't miss it yet.
Well, I was waiting for shit to go flying by the back of your head in the background, but I haven't seen it.
Watch out for flying objects. Are you going to run solo after I hop off, or what's going on?
Well, I guess I'm going to have to if you dive out, leave a brother standing.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, hey, your lives are better without me on them. I mean, people are captivated by what you have going on, you know? That's all I got. That's my best response. You could always tell Billy to hop on here.
All right, whatever. Actually, I need to get to painting, so I probably should jump off here when I can stretch you out as far as you'll go.
Pinks only comes for I Spider Garage. That's awesome. See? There you go. There you go. I love it.
The plate is different tooth count, but I'm saving that one for the Fairlane. The tooth count is different. I've only known a couple tooth counts in the 429 460. All the automatics should all be the same.
Boom, baby. That's right. I love it. I love it. All right. You going to cry if I hop off, Dano?
No, wuss. Tap out.
I will.
I'll probably be on here about 10 more minutes and call it anyways.
I'll still be listening in, but
no, you should be snoring. I don't want any excuses. If your eyes are open, you're on here.
Okay, then I'll go to bed. Later, Pinks. Bear Rose. Dancing. Man, you got a good crowd going, though. Billy, Puglies.
Got my Billy.
And you even had, where'd you go? Big Wrench.
Yep.
Tony, I'll get you Tony, give me a day or two on the email, but I'll get you something back. I'll try and get you some. There's actually, well, it's a good time for that, I would say, because there's a lot going on here. But all right, brother. Yeah, later, Chaz. Later, Dano. And boom, yeah. There you go.
I gotta try to rate this damn thing.
Don't forget to say boom, baby.
Boom, baby. He's sitting at a computer, so it's so much easier to run the comments and crap. I'll probably go about 10 more minutes. I got to finish my painting here before it gets too late. It's already 9:30. What are you up to, Tony? What do you got I Spider involved in now? Oh, geez, Barrows, you didn't have to do that, man. Let's see if I can get this to work here. Oh, so your wife's in that story. Is she staying there for any point in time or not? Yeah, shoot, that's like right on the way through. I didn't make it out to Rod Run this year. Maybe next year. Hell yeah, that'd be cool if you could swing through. But give me a heads up because I got to let the communists I work for have a day off or whatever. Hey, super thanks, man. That's awesome. You didn't have to do that. I ain't worth $20. Hell, I ain't worth $2. You moving the hell out of here? Hey, I don't blame you. I got nowhere to go and too much shit to drag with me anyways. Well, once the daughter graduates, I don't want to leave my mom behind. I got a bunch of crap yet. I eventually will get the hell out of here too. It's just I'm kind of stuck for now. Yeah, I got some fenders. I got this. There's an apron, front apron, and then that fender there, the outside of it, I have to prime tonight. I only did the backside last night after the game show. So I got to catch up on that. Oh yeah, trust me, bud. I know. You're renting, aren't you? I own a house, and my income tax is pretty much, or not my income tax, my property taxes are fixing to screw me in the ass now. Thanks to old Turd Ferguson, Sideshow Bob. And yeah. Oh, trust me, Pinks. It's definitely a 50-footer. I just had it blasted. I actually took 6 fenders, the apron, and 2 running boards for my 50 over to a guy that had them blasted, and he got it back to me. So I want to get them into primer so I can chuck them outside, in the weather. I know, real smart, but I need the space in here, obviously. So at least it get them in prime and sealed up. Okay, yeah. See, so I mean, I don't know how your landlord's going to do it. Is he going to raise the rent on you because of it? I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the other fenders were a little more rough than this one. It's definitely a decent one here. No, I removed the logo on the hat because I'm not giving them any notification or notoriety, I should say. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit more than an 8-footer, that's for sure. Now I'll do body work and stuff to it later. I actually think I have that same fender on my truck now that might be in a little bit better shape. Yeah, well, it was that COVID shit, man. Everyone's rent doubled. It's stupid. Cost of living here is absolutely absurd. Absolutely freaking absurd anymore. If you could believe it, yeah. Turd Ferguson is way worse than Inslee. I don't know. Well, I knew he was going to be a piece of crap. I mean, For one, I don't think he was rightfully elected anyways, but that's my opinion. I don't think the elections were even close to being fair. So I'm pretty sure he was placed by the previous administration. These these people can't win without cheating, as far as I'm concerned. Five acres. That is very tempting. Don't sell yourself short, Barrows. I've thought more than once about moving to Idaho because I'm done with this shit here. You're pretty rural though. I don't know if you're not near a major city or town. There's probably a smaller town, right? I got to be a little closer. I would think, well, maybe I could find a job somewhere. I don't know. It's tough. That's one thing I got to do is I have to work. I got to find some kind of employment somewhere. $436 a year. Is that all you're paying? Holy shit. Seriously? Wow. My property taxes are I want to say they're for the year they're like $6,000 or $7,000, I think. Yeah, see, I was actually looking more at Idaho Falls. It seemed like Idaho Falls has a lot of automotive related. They got a drag strip, a few machine shops. I was definitely eyeballing Idaho Falls. I don't know if I could get used to the cold and the snow. Then again, if it means staying away from the BS going on here, it might be well worth it. Wow, that's unbelievable. $436 a year. Unbelievable. Yeah, see, my house is 1,300 square feet. I'm on a basically what would be considered a double lot. It's not. It's a single lot, but I'm on a third of an acre lot, 14,000 square foot lot, and I'm paying. So I guess in relation, I'm probably a little bit better tax wise. Tacoma was obviously a little bit more expensive, but I'm not in the city limits yet. They're looking at annexing my area. So that's going to make it even worse. So I'm still in the county, so I'm only paying the county side of it. I'm sure it would go up even more being in. Well, I know for a fact they're going to ding all my cars because they've got like I think it's an additional $30 on registration for any vehicle in the city limits. I mean, I don't know how's the employment stuff look in your area, Marrows? That's my biggest concern is I got to have some kind of a job of some sort. I'm probably never going to retire, so. Oh, Long Island? Yeah, I'm sure that's probably really nasty. Yeah, I'm sure it's a beautiful place, but man. Yeah, I know. I'm getting lucky. They keep foregoing it, but they keep looking at what they're looking for. Freaking more money is what they're doing, and they can't even keep up with the shit they got now. Yeah, 30,000 a year. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. And and it's a double edged sword. I think if I did stop working, I'd probably die anyway. So I might as well just keep going. I'll die when I stop dead in my tracks. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, most of what I do now, uh, road construction, paving, maintenance. I can do tree trim stuff. I work for the city now. It's basically what I do. I work in the road department. Right, the job I'm doing right now, it's kind of like my little nest I made. Is I make street signs and I do all anything to do with the signage and stuff. I install new signs. I make custom signs. I mean, I kind of took over from the person that was doing it, and nobody really figured out how to do it like I do it. I do pretty good, I guess. So all of our road signs and stuff, I make all that stuff. It's all computerized and all that jazz. But before I was doing that was paving. I'm getting old and fat for that. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Seattle's just a nightmare. Yeah, I guarantee you that. Yep. Well, some of them pavers are pretty fancy. I would have thought Maryland would be kind of spendy just being in that area of the East Coast, but maybe not. I mean, if your taxes aren't high, that's awesome. I know we're getting rolled out here. Well, and see, that's the other thing, Danson. Now they're starting to this shit, which I don't understand. They want to replace one of our bridges. We've only got two bridges that allow you into Portland across the Columbia. Two metropolises basically with only two bridges between us. Yet you go to Portland and they have like 10 bridges over the Willamette within the city. So they're trying to replace one of our bridges rather than build a third or fourth one. There's really nothing wrong with the older of the two bridges that they're trying to replace. And then they want to toll the damn thing. And then get this. Not only toll the one they're replacing, they want to toll the one that's already in existence. So yeah, this area is turning to shit in a heartbeat. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely stupid. Oh, really? That's weird because man, if you're any kind of a contractor right now, your ass is working. The city here had so many projects they were trying to get done. The private contractors they're hiring to fill in all the spots, they yeah, they couldn't even keep up. They're not getting everything done. So for Carl, I mean, I've seen those pavers. Carlson's the paving machine, right? If I remember right. I've seen the Carlson pavers, but Lee Boy's kind of like the ones we have around here a lot. Lee Boy, and I even saw Ingersoll Rand, which I'm pretty sure is a rebadged different brand. I don't know what brand it is. Maybe an or uh, what was the other one? Frick, I can't remember. I know that I see a lot of Lee Boys around here. That's what we have. Wow, that's pretty good for Virginia. Well, and what gets me is how they can toll roads that are already existing. That shit pisses me off. The money's already. It's not like they're building a new bridge or just screwing you as you're trying to cross one that's already existing. Yeah, see, now Pinks brings up a good point. So the Astoria Bridge they built, I want to say back in the 60s, was that right? By the time it was, they removed the toll on the Astoria Bridge once it was paid off. And then that's the only time that I know. And I'm trying to remember who I think Oregon managed that one, not Washington. I believe it was Oregon. And I was surprised they actually let them, or they took the toll off of it. And it hasn't been tolled since. But I don't see these jackasses taking the tolls off anything they build from here on out. I mean, that's a fact. Up to $20 a car per way. Yeah, and then is that the new tolls they were talking about? Yeah. Be about 5K a year in my place. Yeah. 3 acres, that's pretty good size. But 5K a year, I mean, that, in my opinion, that's really good. I mean, I'm not even a third of an acre, and I'm more taxes than you. That retirement check is certainly nice. I wish I would have stayed in and got mine. That was a dumb decision on my part. Yeah, we've got that easy pass crap out here too. The truckers mainly use it, going through the way stations and whatnot. Oh, okay. I've seen Carlson pavers. They're generally large lane, like freeway pavers. I mean, those things are friggin' huge. So ours is just a little guy. It's I want to say it's a 1830 or some shit. Lee Boy. That's the model number. But Bear Rose, that's how they get the money from you. You know what's funny? We were running the red diesel in our rigs at work. The city actually bought a permit, and I got busted by one of our cops, and he dipped the tank, and he was going to write me a ticket. I'm like, we have a permit for this crap, and he's arguing with me about it. And I think he was a new cop or whatever. But yeah, I was surprised. I didn't really think about it, but I guess there is some kind of a permit you could use. Now there are new trucks because of the regen systems. We can't run the red. So all the trucks we have now in the fleet all have to have the green stuff. Well, you know why they want to do that? Because they realized all their friggin' electric cars is cutting into their gas tax. You know, they want to go green with this electric shit, and all of a sudden the gasoline taxes aren't making enough money because everyone's buying them stupid Priuses. It's dumb. Yeah, I hear you. Whoops. Of course, I'm talking to my kid now, and the services as they are now is such a cluster. Did you know they got rid of the legacy retirement in 2017? I don't know who did it. If I find out Trump was involved with it, I'm going to kick him in his freaking nuts. But they dropped legacy retirement, which is what our retirement would have been. They called it the legacy. Now it's similar to a purge system style retirement. They do their 20, 22 years, whatever they're allowed to do, and then they have to wait and collect like a reservist would. So they got to wait till like 60 or something like that to finally collect retirement, even as active duty. I'm sorry, I am pissed about that. Holy crap! Oh, $300. Wow, that is insane. Is there any way to go around any of that crap, or are we talking like major addition of time in driving? Yep, that's the one. Yeah, it has the gates on it, so we can do our little. We don't do major paving. They usually contract that out. They've cut back the department so much. We used to have 20 guys strong in just the paving department, which is where I started, roads. And then now we combined with marking, signs, and striping. So you took a department that used to be 10 of their own, and we were, I think, 24 strong when I hired in. And now both departments are only about 20 people. It's more with less crap. It's ridiculous. Another reason why I would rather get the hell out of here. Well, yours are a little cheaper than mine on a bigger chunk of acreage, so yes. And that's why I disagree with it. And I don't, in the day they try to put a device in my older vehicle for this shit and chop up my wiring, I will come unfreaking glued. I'm not, no way in hell. So that was one style. And since 2013, Chaz, they changed it in 2017 again. I was trying to remember, there's like some hybrid one that goes from 13 to 17. And in 17, they came out and just went kind of like basically made it just like the reservists. This is what my kids tell me anyways. Yeah, boy, that I was young enough to remember some of that in driving, paying my 90 cents a gallon. Those were good days. Well, see, we were starting the TSPs. That was when I was in. They were just bringing out that TSP program, that Thrift Savings Plan, which might be is that kind of what you're talking about? When it's the 401k. Even the TSP, I was like, I didn't understand it. I'm like, why do I have to invest my retirement? I shouldn't have to invest anything. I do 20 years, you pay me this, we're good. That's all I wanted. Oh, it's surprising, man. Obviously, either you hated it so much you wanted to remember it for the rest of your life, or you loved it that much and good times. I remember a lot of my Air Force stuff, working on the jet engines and whatnot. I haven't touched one of those in, I don't know, 30 years. I went in 90, I want to say 97 to 01. I think that's, yeah. Because I was caught up in what they call a stop loss when the turbines bombed the towers. So my actual separation date for my contract was November of 01. And I had already kind of started out processing. I don't know. I had this weird hair in my ass where I thought the grass was greener on the other side. And it really wasn't. Because even when I got out, oh, right on. You're just ahead of me. You're basically the guys I was working with that were already the first rotation in, for the most part. I had a lot of those guys in my shop that were just enlisted right in front of me. It seemed like every 4 years we had a new group of guys come through the shop, kind of like that. So yeah, I was 97 to 01, and I was right on that stop loss. I could go on either side, and I knew a guy that worked in the admin area. I can't remember what the hell they call it now, but pretty much a half rack of beer got me through the system, and I didn't get caught up in the stop loss. So, although I wished I kind of maybe would have stayed, just retirement wise. Buddy of mine, we both went in about the same time. He stayed in. Of course, he went over. He was in trans, and I could have swore he went over to the Middle East 10 different times. He ended up getting, they let him out early. He got an early release, full retirement. I think he got out like a year and a half early. They offered him early retirement. But we both went in, I think, in 97. Yeah, basically, I was told that prior to 13 or 17 or whatever, you were grandfathered in. It didn't matter. I wished I would have stayed for that reason. When my son went in, and I was asking him these questions, because I was still under the auspice that it was legacy retirement. He couldn't really explain it to me very well. Otherwise, I might have advised him differently. Because right now he's pretty pissed off and hating life. He likes where he's at. He doesn't mind being in Hawaii. It's the people. He's an E5 right now, and which is essentially an NCO. But the way I'm getting it from him is he's having the E6s and shit treat him like he's a freaking new recruit. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Where I come from, where I was in the Air Force, if you're an NCO, all the NCOs were on an even field. We didn't talk down to each other. We didn't, treat each other like shit. You're an NCO, whether you're E5 or E6, it doesn't matter. He's like making it sound like it's completely different. I don't know if I could make it. I'd get pissed or someone would get knocked out. Yeah, I graduated in 97. Yeah, things have, just from what I've talking to my son, a lot of things have changed. They're letting a lot of shit slide. You can't bust up on these guys anymore. He calls it smoking them. That's the Army's terminology, smoking guys. I'm sorry, I'm sure you guys are all relate. When we were in, you got your ass fucking chewed up one side, down the other. Yeah, see, E5, I was as far as E4. I made it E4 in 4 years and bailed. Part of that was, and this is part of the reason why I bailed, is because I was on the fat farm. I came back from Christmas leave, and I was like 1 pound over. But it was weird because when I did a pinch test, I was only 11%. But when I did a tape test, which is the only way the Air Force did it back then, I was 22% by the tape. And I ended up on the fat farm. Well, they turned around and I tested for E5 and got it, but they weren't going to let me have it because I was on the fat farm. So I extended them the middle finger, and then I didn't reserve my job. You're supposed to reserve your job upon reenlistment. So that basically told them that I wasn't going to reenlist either. And that was early enough where I couldn't change it. So basically I set myself in motion to not reenlist at that point. So whatever. I was probably, let's see, when I was a pound over, I was 201 at that time. Oh, Fossil here. Actually, no, you're not that much farther behind me. 97, 92. You're right, just a little bit ahead of me. The good years, as far as I'm concerned. You made E3 a few times. Did you go backwards, Chaz? Were there a few times you went backwards? Is that what that's about? Now, see, that was one thing I was talking to my kid about. So my kid, I don't know what MOS number it is. He's a Cab Scout. So here we go again. The Army and the infantry, infinite wisdom. They're basically getting rid of the cavalry scouts. So he was told that he's going to either go infantry or go mechanized, I think. And even though I think he's more in tune to mechanized, he would have to go to Georgia, I think, if he picks up mechanized. If he went infantry, he could stay in Hawaii at least another year or two. And I think he hates Georgia enough now because he's already been there a couple times. He went back for a couple schools. and I think he hates it enough now he doesn't want to go back there again. I don't know. Uh, yeah, yeah. They're. I think I'm having a feeling. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the drones. But when he was at in Colorado, I'm trying to remember which fort that was, Carson. His unit was dissolved at Carson, and that's how he ended up in Hawaii because that was the next unit available to go to. And now they're dissolving them in Hawaii as well. So there's not really many places left for him to go. They're pretty much telling everyone, find a new job. And I was kind of pissed because before he signed up to be a Cav Scout, he was offered to be either tank or helicopter mechanic, and he didn't take it. I'm like, why the hell would you be a scout? Take Cav Scout, which he likes the job. He likes what he does. He would rather be jumping out of planes and shit, even though they haven't done that since he's been one. But the land nav stuff and all the first in first out, he likes doing it. But yeah, they're basically, well, it was like the airframe I was working on. They started phasing out the C-130. That was my main frame that I worked on, was the C-130s. I did do H-1s, H-53s, and H-60s helicopters, but the mainstay of my job was the C-130. And basically, they were telling me, even at my time when I was in, they were going to phase it out. Ironically, had I stayed, I probably would have done my 20 years and followed the remaining units of C-130, because they did finally retire the C-130. They have the J model, but all the other models, the H, the C, or the H, A, no, not A. I'm trying to remember the other models. There's only a handful of models they still had other than the J model. J model is the 6-prop job. And they're a little more advanced. But if I would have stayed in 20, I could have followed the C-130 unit around at least. They're still flying them. I think they still fly J models, but that's the only ones. Yeah, just the J models though, not the E. The E. You see, there was an EH. And there was one more. I'm trying to remember the other one. But I think those two models are out of service now. Just the J is the only one flying. Oh, the gunship. Which one's that one? I'm trying to remember the letter on that one. God, it's been a while. Anyways. Oh, you... Yeah, well, I think he wants to stay in Hawaii, so that's why he's going infantry, but I don't know how well it's going to do him for ranking if he goes to change jobs. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it was a D model. God, why can't I want to say E, but I don't think that's right. I'll think of it. It'll come to me. Pop into my head at the last minute. I used to build the engines for him. That's what I did. Most of my work was back shop engine stuff. I know the code name was, I think it was Spectre, was the name they gave it or something like that. Even though I think it had a couple different names. No, I wished I would have just done my 20 and got out. But then again, yeah, Spectre, yep. Had I not gotten out, I wouldn't have had a lot of good years with my old man, only to have him pass away anyways, If I stayed, let me see, I would have gotten out in 2008. Would that be? No, that wouldn't have been right. What would 20 years have been? I'm trying to remember now. My mind is not mathing. 97, 07, so 17. So yeah, I would have only had like 3 years with him alive. So yeah, you're right. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, Yeah, 17. 17. Yeah, it would have been 17. And he passed away in 20. So, yeah. So, I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like, you know. Of course, I was married at the time, too. Yep. Well, hindsight's always 2020. It's like, damn it. And I wouldn't have all this wonderful garbage if I hadn't been here 20 years, right? Of course, I might have had the sense to move to the East Coast and buy something cooler, bigger, and not on this left coast disaster. God. And it was not like this. Of course, Pinks knows that. He knows what it used to be like here. It's turned into the Third Reich of hell now. And it's sad. It's a beautiful area run by morons. It's like, you might as well just take dollar bills and light them up. Yes, it is. That, sir, is a fact. All right, Kim. Yeah, I might be diving off here. I gotta shoot some paint on this, and I gotta get to bed because dumbass here I bought the truck a year ago, so I got a truck to go pick up. You guys are probably gonna be curious to see. I'm not gonna have it here at the house. I'm gonna take it over to my mom's place for a little bit. I gotta make room for it here, but tomorrow I'm picking up the truck I bought a year ago. Ugh. Have a good night, Kim. Thanks for swinging in, bud. You need to have some more lives, man. I miss those. Yeah. See, but I mean, you're set though now. You were active duty, weren't you? So you started drawing right out of the gates, I would assume. I mean, E7's not bad. My dad retired as an E8, but he was in the he did so. My old man was I think he was 6 or 7 years a Marine, active duty. Got out. He was in Vietnam. Got out and then moved up here, and he couldn't find a Marine unit here close by, so he ended up jumping in the Army. And he did the remaining time in the Army Reserve. He retired as an E8. The pay was shit. It wasn't even worth it for retirement, but the benefits have paid for themselves. My mom, because the way he split it, she's still drawing his retirement and his benefits. So I see why he did it. Oh. Thanks, Tony. I got to give you a jingle one of these days. I just, man, I'm never sitting still long enough. We got to hook up, chew some fat. Thanks for swinging in, brother. 23 years out. Well, good for you, man. That's friggin' awesome. Yeah, see, back in the 90s, this place was great. I just, ever since 2000, I noticed things started changing. And it's, it was from 2000 to 2010, it was okay, but I saw the changes happening. Definitely the 80s and 90s were like the best. I love the place. But man, come like between 2000 and 2010, that's when the droves of people started rolling in here and shit started going south in a hurry. Oh, right on. 05, man, that's going to be some good chichinga. I mean, it's obviously harder to rank as an officer, I would imagine. When you did your retirement, Chaz, did you split it so that your wife, in the event that you pass, that she'll end up recover or taking over your retirement? It was sure nice for my mom. I mean, my dad ended up in the situation he was in. I'm glad that he set it up the way he did because she don't have to worry about nothing. I mean, whatever Medicare doesn't pick up, her. I'm assuming you have TRICARE on your retirement as well. Yeah, it's done wonders for my mom. Oh, okay. Wow. So you were in the area. Wow. 30 years. That's going to be a pretty good check. So he went from being enlisted into the officer class. That's cool. I've heard of some people doing that. Um, I've heard of them doing it just one to the next. I've heard them working through the warrant officer. I don't believe the Air Force has warrant officers anymore, but I know the Army still does. Oh, oh, right on. Yep, just like my dad did. Perfect. Yeah, I mean that's probably the single most awesome thing. I'm sure the pay's not the greatest. I'm, I don't know what you're getting. My dad's reserve was retired reserve. His little stipend check really wasn't dick, but the benefits themselves make it well worth it because, like I said, whatever Medicare doesn't pick up, TRICARE does, or vice versa. And I mean, when he ended up sick in the hospital, his cancer treatment, my mom didn't have to pay any. I don't think she paid anything. Whatever one didn't pick up, because he was drawing Medicare by the time he ended up with cancer. So having the two combined, they didn't get clobbered with the bills. So that was kind of nice. Had I thought about that kind of shit back in the day, which at 20 some odd years old you don't. That's smart thinking. So yeah, that's cool. Mama deserves it. The warrant officers thing, yeah. Yeah, I think the Navy and I'm not sure if the Marine Corps still does, but I know Navy Army for sure. Um, Navy nerd. Well, you're not wrong. I thought the Marine Corps was before. I don't remember. Well, that's good. Well, I think because my dad was a reservist, it's totally different. Because you being active duty, you got a percentage of your base pay, and I don't. I think reservists are on a completely different scale because I think his checks were only like $500 or something like that. Might have been a little bit more, but then again, his were cut in half because he had it set up for my mom to continue getting them. Maybe they're a little more. Maybe they're $1,000. I don't remember which. They didn't seem like they were very much. But like I said, the benefits were because even after retirement, I mean, um, he retired when I was still in, and he would come to where I was stationed, and they could stay on the base quarters. Matter of fact, because he was a retiree, they put him in the officers' quarters for the base motels or building or whatever. Um, they didn't put him enlisted; they put him in the officers' quarters as a retired enlisted. So that was pretty cool, and that was dirt cheap. I think he was only paying like $20 a night or something, staying there on his retirement. So the benefits are worth it. I mean, totally. I wished I had a little more foresight to stay in, but yeah, like we were saying earlier, it's fucking hindsight. Okay, they have warrants too. I wasn't sure. Hats off to you, brother. Thanks for your service too. Shit. I didn't know what the hell I was doing after high school. Well, I'll tell you what I did. I wanted to become a mechanic. That was my whole goal. I was going to automotive program in high school, and my dad didn't want me to be a mechanic. He was against it. He thought it was a shitty life, and so he fought me tooth and nail about becoming a mechanic. So I got pissed off. When I turned 18, I went down to the recruiter and talked to the Air Force guys. I talked to Army, Air Force, and Marines. I think I wanted to do the plane thing, just something different. They kind of had the best deal, so I signed up with them. I didn't tell them people, didn't tell my mom or dad. Come graduation day, Dad was trying to give me some stupid lecture about paying rent at the end of the month. I told him, fuck you, I enlisted the service and I'm leaving. I never seen his eyes get so big. But yeah, I wanted to be a mechanic, and that's when I did my ASVAB. They said, yeah, that's all you're going to be. I scored like a 99 in my mechanical or something, and 78, 79 in electrical, and that's where I was going to be. So. Well, I definitely lacked a little bit of that. I was a little wild. Oh, all right, man. Well, don't let us keep you. Shoot, Chaz and I'll sit here and chew all night long, I'm sure. I'm not getting my fenders and stuff painted like I said I would, so I probably better get to going. It's getting a little bit cooler in here now. But if you got to take off, appreciate it. Thanks for being on. My mind's going all wild. I'll try and catch you on your next live, man. Oh yeah, always fun. I like having you guys on. I don't do enough of them because I sit here and BS and never get nothing done, obviously. So I'm like, do I have one? Do I not? I was trying to get Bryce to kind of like field one so I could sneak off and do a couple things, but he was pretty tired. Have a good night, Pinks. But yeah, no, I was a little bit of a wild child when I was in my teen years. My dad and I did not see eye to eye. That was kind of the funny thing is, as much as I really enjoyed spending time with my father when I got out of the military, we were not on good terms when I left. That's kind of what's funny. That's awesome. Yeah, no, my grandfather was in the Air Force. My dad was a Marine. My mom was in the Navy. My Uncle Mike was in the Army. My mom's brother was in the Navy as a cook. And I'm trying to think. So anyways, my dad's dad, my grandfather, he ended up, he was a EOD. And that's kind of what I was shooting for, just for the hell of it. Just, it would be kind of cool to have the same job my grandfather had. And it's like one of the highest jobs you can get. You had to basically score the highest to get into EOD. Not that I was really that interested in blowing shit up or getting blown up, but it was a fairly prestigious job. I was a little shy of my electrical score to get into EOD, so the next thing was aerospace ground equipment, and I think C-130s, which that included helicopters and everything. The jet guys were actually below them, so I ended up just grabbing. I kind of thought about age, but age wasn't aerospace ground equipment. They weren't exactly taking in people. They were shuttling most of us into C-130, which was cool. I had a good time. I enjoyed working on those and learning about it. Same jet engine, but I thought about doing the diesel mechanic thing, doing motor pool. But I don't know. They offered me the plane one. I thought, well, planes are different. I definitely didn't want to be in the fuel end of it because they had the fuel tanks, fuel system repair guys. I don't like being in confined spaces. So that was kind of a no-go there. But they offered me the jet engine one, basically turboprop, turbo shaft, which put me with the helicopters and the C-130s. I liked it. It was cool. I actually really did like my job. I just didn't. I was on a training base, and it wasn't a mission-ready base. I think maybe if I was on a mission-ready base, it might have been a different experience. I may have actually stayed, but because I was on a training base, they followed everything strictly by the book. And that I got on the weight, which is, I don't know how the Navy or the Army does their weight management stuff, but at that time, they just tape your waist and neck. And that's what determined your body fat, which was completely wrong for a lot of people. And that's what got me in trouble. They do their stupid tape test. I would tape at 22%, which I guarantee you I was not. They sent me to a weight management class, which had a bench test machine. Well, for the hell of it, they just did bench tests on us. Didn't count for anything. I pinched at 11 when they said I was 22. So I decided right then and there that this shit wasn't going to work for me. So you did... Oh, 8. Okay, yeah. Right on. So you're guidance and air control. Or no. No, you're similar to our hydro guys. Yeah, they do the landing gear and the controls. Yeah, so you'd be grouped in with our hydro guys in the Air Force. I think guidance and air control is more electronics. Yeah, so yeah, you'd be, yep. Which they were cool, bunch of cool dudes too. We didn't really have too many of them dudes at C-130 because everything was fly-by-wire. And we set those up. The engine guys set those up. But I'm sure our jet guys were basically doing the same stuff you're doing. That's cool. So you're a suck and blow jet guy. Really? The tape test shit still? So my understanding, the Air Force, of course, figures, 2 or 3 years after I got out, they did change the program. They abolished the taping and the neck taping and stuff. And then they put you on a point system where you have to run and sit-ups, push-ups, all that, and they score you, and then they bounce it against your technical knowledge or some shit like that, I think. Anyways, they don't measure the body fat the same way they used to. Now, my old man, he fought it for a lot of years too. They used to do a water weight test in the Army, and that's how he skated through both. Because he's a big frame dude too. You know, he wasn't fat; he was just big boned. And when they'd send him to do his water weight test, that's how he. Of course, he starved himself to death, but that's how he got through it most of the time. But yeah, that tape. And it was funny because a lot of the guys I worked with, the same issue, you know. So we'd go to the gym and we'd work out only our necks to make our necks bigger. I went from like a 17-inch neck to almost 20-inch neck. And my waist was, I had like a 33-inch waist at the time. Not now. But yeah, it was crazy. We capitalized on all the Nautilus head muscle or the neck muscle machines, and I had this apparatus I'd hang on my head with weights and shit on it, and I'd do all these crazy exercises. Probably why my neck's all screwed up. But that's how you beat the system. I mean, I didn't know any other way around it. This other dude, Mario, he had the same thing, skinny neck, bigger waist. He was taller than me. I think he was 6 or 6'1". He was fighting it too. A bunch of us were. It's fucking stupid. So you're civilian on the base now, doing basically the same thing. Oh, Lockheed Martin. Oh yeah, I know who they are. Yep. So if you're in, I wonder what base you're on. I'm trying to remember. QA manager on F-35s. Yep. I remember those. I remember those used to be called X-35s. That's why, yeah, 19-inch neck. Yeah, I think mine shrank down a little bit. I don't think it's nearly that big as it was. I stopped working it out after I got out. I'm telling you, that was the only way to get through it. It was stupid. I mean, I was skinny. I was really skinny in that time. Pax River. Okay. Yeah, I know about where that is. Right on. I'm trying to remember. We had an air base out there. I don't think it's Dover. Might be. That was nearby. I can't remember for sure. One of the bases it was big for us was Pope. Pope was our big one, C-130 out there in South Carolina. That one had 30 lines of C-130s. It was friggin' huge. I think it was Pope. Sounds right. It's been a while. Andrews, well, yeah, hell, they've been closing so many bases now. I don't know what's open and what's not. I wonder what's at Andrews. Well, being jets, I didn't know a lot of the jet bases. I only knew a lot of the C-130, and there was way fewer bases for C-130s than some of the helicopters. A lot more jet bases. So there's a few of them I don't know. But they have been closing, so many of them. Shoot, matter of fact, by the time I got out, 3 of the bases I picked had closed as I was going through basic. It pissed me off. Yeah, F-16s, yep. See, I think the way it worked out, because of the schooling I went to, I could lateral down to a jet AFSC. It's just the jet guys couldn't come up and do my AFSC. So, or MOS, however you want to call it. I'm not sure what the Navy calls it. But I could go down and do a jet job, but the jet guys can't come up and do mine. It's the way the training went. So if I needed to, if I had to reclass, I could have reclassed into, in just about any jet job. But then they had that V-22 come out, which is essentially garbage in the air. I don't know why a rating. Oh, okay, calls it a rating. Yeah, my mom was a CB. She worked on the key punch computers and shit like that, and followed around the CBs. I think she went in trying to be a radio operator. They said, nope, skirts can't do that, so we're going to make you do this. And she became a computer key punch operator and with the CB in it. She was in San Diego, which is where she met my dad. My dad was out at 29 Palms at the time. And they lived in San Diego, which is where I was born. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, I hear a lot of neat stuff about the CBs. They do a lot of the base construction stuff and equipment operation and whatnot. Had I known what the CBs were about, I could get into that group doing the heavy equipment and construction shit. I would have been interested in that. That would have been kind of cool. San Diego, from what I gathered, is flipping huge, at least for the West Coast. So I've heard a lot of guys say that if it wasn't their first, they ended up at San Diego at some point. Yeah, my parents liked the area. It's just it was getting so overpopulated. When they both got out of the service, they lived there for a while, and then I came along, and then they decided it wasn't the place to raise kiddos, so we left. Came up here. My dad's family was from up here. My mom's family is all Kansas, Missouri. They're Midwesterners. My dad's old family is all from Maine. So the old part of the family, the extended, they're all Maine, maybe Vermont. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah. Southern California, from what I heard, was great for a long time. It just, the scumbags moved it in, the policies went to shit, which is essentially what's happening here now. It's like decay moving north. It's terrible. But it seems to be, at least up here, around the population centers. You get away from the Portland, Vancouver area, or get away from Seattle, get away from Salem. It's not as bad, but you got to kind of be near the big cities for some things, especially with these federal and government jobs. I mean, you don't find those in podunk towns. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't know about you. Shoot, it's got to be past midnight for you, brother. I think I'm going to call it a night myself. I got to get this painted real quick, and I'm going to go in and get some shut eye. I got to go pick a rig up tomorrow. More crap I shouldn't have bought. I bought it like a year ago and been getting free storage on it. It's about ready to turn into a rainy, muddy mess up here. So I figure I better go get it before I can't get it. Anyways, well, thanks for swinging in, dude. I appreciate it. And whoever the other two people are, because I see there's 3 people here. So I'm not sure who's still hanging in, but I thank you. We're gonna shut her down for the night. So, anyways, we'll catch y'all later. Yeah, the new mistake. It's gonna be a quick flip. I bought it for parts. I'm not gonna take it apart now, and I have the parts I need. So we're just gonna do a little fluff, fold, shine, and sell. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. The way the market's been lately. Ugh. I still have a duster I can't get rid of. Anyways, we'll catch you later, brother. Then whoever else is on, thanks for swinging in. Night, y'all.